We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Monarchs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll run the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more. There he goes. Touchdown, ODU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, You can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Here's the give off the left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a third and long. Lee takes to the air. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Old Dominion. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. The Flames are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Crosses the 40. He has 60 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. Powers through. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running it to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Flames had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lee to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Myers.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Just keeps slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Flames are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Spins away from the defender. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's up to 73 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way... And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Ware. Past the 30. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Flames will hustle to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the run, now to throw. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Johnson looking to throw. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Going to the running game. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Monarchs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He'll keep it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lee takes to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line?
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Flames kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the move, it's Ware. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Flames are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He turns that loose down the right side.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Lee to throw. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Flames will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Working that left side. There he goes. The 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Monarchs are threatening on first and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Lee takes to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Turning it on! Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Flames want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. That pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The Monarchs will call on their punt team. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Flames want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Touchdown, ODU! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. They'll try the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Lee to throw. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Flames will punt it away on 4th down. A low line drive and short kick. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Monarchs have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's Roach. Quick spin on the run.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Rush is on him. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Oh, what a cut! Finds a crease at the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain. This one is so close. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Flames in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give on the inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll power it inside with the fullback. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Aurora. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the run, it's Maddox. Makes his man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Monarchs are in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Taylor wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Warren.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Karapateas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, it's a reverse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a gap. It's Maddox. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Karapateas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what